Hello, welcome to My Place with Pastor Corey. We are in a study on the book of Hebrews, and we're in Hebrews chapter 8. And I want to read to you just one verse again today, and it's verse 8. For finding fault with them, that is the first covenant, he says, Behold, days are coming, says the Lord, when I will effect a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah. Now, the new covenant, we'll talk about that more as we go along, and we've talked about it in the past, but it was put into effect for the house of Israel and with the house of Judah. Now, this is interesting. The new covenant has nothing to do with the country of Israel or with the people of Israel or the Israelites. Now, please don't hate me for that comment. But we need to read the scriptures. Romans chapter 9 gets into it fairly clearly. Paul tells us that the children of Abraham are his descendants because of the seed of faith in God, not natural seed of man. The promise is a full promise. When God came to Abraham, he said, look to the sand and see the grains of sand, and your descendants will be greater than the grains of sand on earth. This is the natural side of his descendants. The outnumbering of the grains of sand is the natural side, the physical descendants. But then God goes on to say and says that his descendants will outnumber the stars. This is the faith or the spiritual side of his descendants. So these are the ones that will believe in God, just like Abraham believed in God. Now, I was watching a reel on Instagram the other day, and it was fairly lengthy, but it was really, I want to use the word poignant, but I don't know if that's the right word, but it was just, wow. It said that when we go beyond what we actually can see of the universe, now I'm not talking with the natural eye, I'm talking with the most powerful telescopes. There is a distance that we can go, and that's the furthest we can go, and the scientists of the day believe that the universe goes even beyond that. And the theory is that it is immensely bigger than what we can see, like immensely bigger. And when they go to figure out with the math, because of how our galaxy and our solar system and everything works and the universe beyond, when they figure it out beyond that, they said straight out, they say the number of stars that are there in the universe we know and in the universe beyond far outnumber the grains of sand on earth. Now, I really found it interesting that they were using the stars and the sand because of the promise to Abraham. And if you look at the people of Israel from Abraham on, there is a certain number. I couldn't tell you the number of people that would be in that generation. However, I shouldn't say generation, in the descendants of Abraham, that's what I mean. But you look at the people who have come to faith, and I'm talking from Abraham on, because there were people that believed in God like Abraham did that were not recorded, or that were recorded that were not of the descendants of Abraham. You even look at the lineage of Jesus, and there are a few in there that were not of the lineage of Abraham. And I would say in regards to Israel. But it's just powerful when you think of how many Christians or how many people believed in God with faith like Abraham. And I would say that it far outnumbers the people of Israel. And I just find it amazing that, first of all, people in history have put a huge emphasis on the country of Israel and the descendants now. And I'm not going against that, because I do believe that it's important that they are the seeds of Abraham. But just because they're of Israeli descent or Jews does not mean they will get to heaven. That's based on faith in God through Jesus Christ. That's how we get salvation. That's how we get to heaven. And so the seed of Abraham, the promises of Abraham are to his seed, which are us, because we have the faith of God residing in us. And it is amazing, this new covenant. And we'll get that in the next few days. The new covenant is available to all who have faith. And so we're going to sign off today, but tomorrow we'll get into this a little bit more. God bless you. We'll see you next time.